Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Unfazed Podcast. I'm your host, Osity, your boy. And today we got a very, very, very special guest, an upcoming artist, got just an artist, musician, rapper. He does all just in the music game. We got Justice Xavier, bro. Welcome to the podcast, man.
How you doing? I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
For sure, bro. I'm glad to have you on, man. Thank you for coming on the show, man.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. So let's get straight into it, bro. First, everything you do with the music, you just been just doing your stuff. It's like you just really been just on your stuff, bro. Especially with one of your first singles dropped. First, I gotta talk about Seventh Round for sure. Like I gotta talk about, like I feel like that's the first thing I gotta talk about. That was the first song I listened to by you, and that song has over 1 million streams now. Like that song has over 1 million streams now. Like that's crazy, man. It just dropped last year. Just blew up, just went crazy. Everything you put into that, it just worked. Everything just worked out great for you, bro. So I feel like that's the first thing I gotta talk about, bro. Just 1 million streams on one of your first songs, Seventh Realm. Just like take us into that. Like how was the process of like recording that, and just where'd you got the inspiration from that song?
I mean, crazy thing about that song is, the beat. No one really thought. We didn't really think it was gonna be anything crazy. Like my homie made the beat. Liam, which he makes all my beats, he made the beat, he just sent it to me. I had it in my files for like months, just never touched it. Then one day I was just chilling in the house. I was just bored. I was chilling in the house. I was like going through instrumentals I had, and I came across that one, and I wrote to it a little bit, like in the morning type shit, and then I woke up randomly at like 4 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. So I just started writing to it again. I finished it before I went to sleep and like recorded it the next day, sent it to him. We didn't think too much of it. We didn't even know if we were gonna drop it or anything. And then like I made the TikTok to it, and it wound up going insane. Fucking 1 million views on the TikTok in under 24 hours. And I was like, what the fuck? Like this is ridiculous. We just decided to drop it. That song is actually the reason why I started uploading to Spotify, because I was like, I got like a bigger audience now, so I gotta like expand on my streaming platforms, because I was only dropping shit on SoundCloud. Right. So like it's crazy how my first song I've ever dropped on Spotify was like my most streamed. So it was just crazy because we didn't think too much of that song, and now it's like what I'm known for.
Yeah, for real.
It's crazy.
Yeah, especially like you're just able to just build from there, like just one of the first songs you dropped on Spotify, and it's able to just like build upon that. Like that's just crazy. But like that's great. And like I know, like that's a different story I've never heard like before. Cause like waking up 4 in the morning, just right into that, and just like having kind of like you said, you kind of had like untouched, just kind of like in the vault. Weren't really like just like it was there, but you weren't really like doing much like with it. Like that. And then you're just going through it, and that's just crazy. Like that's just like I mean it's all a process, bro.
Yeah, I mean keeping it a buck, that's how like 90% of my songs are made. They just at random times. The one thing about me is I don't like to rush a song. I never do rush it, because I don't want to come out with something mediocre. I want it to be the best it can be. So like, I fucking like there's songs I have that I won't touch for months and then come back to it. Like Seventh Realm, I didn't touch for like 2 days, and then I came back to it randomly. Like majority of the songs I have, they're all like that, and they've been written at the most random times of the day. So just shit like that. It's cool.
Yeah. How many songs you got in the vault right now?
Man, it's probably like 40.
40? Hey, you planning on how many you planning on dropping?
I'm not sure. I mean, half of them are like just whatever. Like they're just whatever songs that I haven't really thought about dropping, but I can't really say too much about a couple of them.
Yeah, it's confidential.
Yeah.
Your team. That's real. I feel you on that. The Churchill Downs remix, bro. Remixing that song and just kind of just like taking like hearing Jack Harlow. Would you say Jack Harlow's like somebody like you like bumped too often, and you just kind of like heard that, and you were like, I just gotta come off of this, and just kind of like.
So like the way that song worked was I didn't even hear the song before I made the remix. I already heard the instrumental first. I heard like the preview before the song was dropped, like, and then before he dropped the album, because that was like one of the snippets. I just heard like a portion of like Drake's part, and I heard the instrumental in the back, and I was like, yo, this shit's tough. Like I felt like I could write to it easy, and I haven't even. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even listened to the song, to be honest. Like I like Jack Harlow, but I like older Jack Harlow. I wasn't a big fan of that new album, but that instrumental in particular, I was like, all right, I got to get on this. So it just felt so easy to write on. It was probably one of the quicker things I wrote to because I didn't even stop. I wrote that shit in like a day, probably. It was nice to write to. It was one of like the easier things for me to write to, which is crazy because in my opinion, it's one of like the better things I have. So I like that shit a lot. That beat's crazy.
So like you're saying, it's like how you never want to like rush a song, but it's all. I feel like it's a different like timing for every. Like it's always like a different process.
It all depends on how much you feel in the instrumental. I mean, like, you know, or it depends on the type of song you're making. Because it was a remix, I wasn't thinking like too complex for the song. I wasn't thinking of putting a hook in there. I wasn't thinking of doing anything like crazy. I was just gonna spit for like 4 minutes straight. You know, that's what I wanted to do. And fucking it was just a remix. I mean, even with remixes I take my time. You know, but like with that I felt it off the rip. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go all out with this. The ideas were flowing, so I didn't want to stop.
Right. See, the idea process was flowing, everything was just going, and you just felt the instrumental stuff. You were just like, I gotta hop on this.
Felt that shit. It was shit touched my soul.
So mental health is also something I wanted to speak on. Peeping your TikTok, seeing your TikTok, and how like a lot of people say like, of course, like your music, but also about like mental health. So I feel like how like of course mental health is important like a ton. Like I feel like it's kind of overlooked. Like it's getting more recognition. I feel like in 2022, like right now, I feel like it's still kind of overlooked. People are still learning about it. People are, you know, just stuff like that. So like how often or like how much do you think mental health is important, especially in just like the music industry, just as an artist?
I feel like it's very important, which is why I'm such an advocate for like mental health. And a majority of my songs, I do speak on mental health.
Right.
Even if it's my own or like other people's experiences, or just me trying to uplift people. I feel like mental health is very important, especially in the music industry, man. Because I'm not gonna lie, we're all sad as hell. All of us artists are sad as fuck, man. Like I don't really know one like artist who's genuinely like happy. To be honest, it's kind of rare, but it's gonna be a fucked up thing to say, but like it kind of fuels our music, like it makes our music better. But then yet again, it also is important because, you know, we lose a lot of people every year due to mental health or you know, due to shit revolving around mental health. Like, you know, Juice WRLD had he was very fucked up in the head. That man's mental was very bad, and you know, it had him resorting to drugs, and that shit wound up being the death of him one day. You know, same shit with Pete, mental health fucked up, resorted to drugs, was gone. Mac, you know, like Mac Miller, man, like it's ridiculous, and I feel like, you know, someone's got to talk about it more. Like there's people who do, like Kid Cudi. Cudi talks about it a lot. You know, he's very much for the people and for mental health, so I respect him there. You know, I feel like it needs to be talked about more because, you know, tired of seeing people, you know, go out sad, man. It's not fun.
For real. It's not. Seeing a lot of talented guys, just like you just said, Mac, Lil Peep, Juice WRLD, all of them just talented guys, got stuff going on for them, but hey man, it's sad to just talk about it, just like think about it right now, like just like how that just the result of it is being like the end of them, unfortunately, and just how much they have going on for themselves. And then all talented guys, like me and my brother, we used to bump Mac all the time, bro, like all the time, like Blue World, congratulations. There was one song, I don't know why I can't think of the name. It was one song he Ariana Grande had him on a feature.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. We would bump that all the time, bro. And just hearing when he just passed away, it was just so like upsetting.
That shit was ridiculous. I feel like he was one of those deaths that like you knew exactly where you were when it happened. Like, I remember exactly where I was when he passed and when I was told the news. Like, that was a really heartbreaking one.
Yeah.
And personally, like, I didn't get into Mac until I was older. You know, I was still young when he passed away. I was like 15, and I wasn't really like tapped into Mac Miller like that. But like being older now and like digging into his discography, seeing the type of person he was, it is pretty fucking sad, man.
Real. He was a real talented, bro. Like, I really love his music. Just him as an artist. Because I never really like to put, like, artists, like, even you, bro, like, just putting artists into, like, a box saying, like, oh, like, a rapper. Like, I didn't want to come on here and call you, like, oh, welcome to Unfazed Podcast, Justicexavier, rapper. Like, I didn't want to say that. I was like, he's an artist, musician, and, like, I just wanted to, you know.
And I appreciate that, too, because I really don't, I don't like calling myself, even though I am, I don't like calling myself a rapper because I feel like there's so much more to it than just rapping. Like, there's so much more from a musicality standpoint that I do or that I try to do, and like so many other things that I'm experimenting with, so many different sounds. So I just, you know, I appreciate that though.
For sure, always, bro. Like as you said, like you could just experiment and just do so much. Like I would never like put like just putting somebody in a box. So like just limiting somebody to like one genre, one thing. That's just never like the move, bro. It's always like more you can do, always something new or something you can experiment with.
Absolutely.
So doing TikTok, like I was just kind of bounce off the last topic. Doing TikTok, the other podcast she was on, I watched a little bit of it, and there was this part where you talking about TikTok, or I think maybe you even like reposted it on your own TikTok, and it was just like you were talking about how big of a platform TikTok is now, and like how like it's like one of the easiest platforms to just like blow up on. And how you just kind of just like got to just put your pride to the side and just like do TikTok because it can really take you. Like,
it's true. It's like, you know, TikTok is easily, as of right now, and it's going to be for a while, TikTok is easily the biggest platform for anybody. Doesn't even have to be music related. If you have a business that you just started up and you want to promote your business, you want to market your business, go to TikTok. You want to do this and that and the third, go to TikTok, bro. TikTok is amazing. Like, I used to be one of those people, you know, like, I used to hate TikTok. I used to, fuck this. Like, I don't fucking like TikTok. I'm never going to get on TikTok. And look at me now, I'm fucking all over TikTok. Like, I have to, you know, it's such a big platform. And I feel like, especially if you're an artist and you want to put yourself out there, get on TikTok, bro. There's so many people's, like, careers that have been amplified because of TikTok, bro. Like, people like Cash Don, people like Young Chris. Young Chris made a fucking whole living for himself just from posting TikToks, and now he's signed, doing all these shows. Like, it's wild. It's crazy what that app can do for you. You know, just like put your pride to the side. Just like post, promote yourself. It's free marketing, bro. It's free marketing.
For real.
It's crazy.
And it's all just like, it's not even like, cause just once again, just me and like my brother, he's an artist as well. So I feel like a lot of things like he's like taught me about. So I feel like I kind of like, I'm not an artist myself or like a musician, but I feel like I'm kind of understanding like where you're coming from, just putting yourself like out there, just like giving like exposing not exposing, but just like putting your name out there. That's the best way I can put it. And just like I understand what you was like. I used to be like yeah, like what's up with TikTok? Like TikTok, like it's too easy. Like people are just getting famous and they're not talented. They're doing all this, but I'm not gonna. There are several talented people, like I've discovered, just like you, bro, and just like how you said, Young Chris, Cash Dami, guys like y'all just going crazy on TikTok, and y'all have talent, like y'all are promoting y'all brand, y'all promoting y'all music, like y'all getting y'all stuff out there, y'all are putting y'all art out there, and it has talent, and it has like the passion, just the talent, and it's just like, and it works for y'all, like it works for y'all. Like you just said, just putting your pride to the side, like how you just said, like you used to hate TikTok, and you just kind of came to the realization where it was like, dang, let me just see how this goes, like see, like, you know, just kind of just realizing that you can blow up on it, and it worked, man, it worked.
Absolutely, it's a fucking great platform, man.
For real. What would you say to other artists who used to have the same mentality as you with TikTok, but they're trying to promote their music?
I'd say, bro, just get on TikTok. Like, it's so simple. There's no scheme, there's no catch. You just make an account, post videos. And the one thing I'll say study your For You page. I study my For You page all the time. I study it without realizing. You know, I'll just watch videos. When I watch a video, I look at the numbers on that video. I see what kind of video it is. Maybe like take a little bit of inspiration from that, put my own twist on it. You know, shit like that. Just, you know, post. You know, the best part about TikTok is you can post as much as you want.
Right.
And even if the numbers don't do that well, there's really no consequence. It's not like Instagram where like you can only post maybe like once every couple days, because if you post a fuck ton, then your videos aren't going to do well. Like, nah, bro, TikTok is literally a spam page. Just post whatever the fuck you want until you get you get lucky. It's luck, to be honest, bro. It's luck. I didn't fucking know I was going to get 1 million views posting that video. I posted it, thought it would maybe do a solid like 4,000 or 5,000 views if I was like lucky enough. And then it fucking just blew up. It's luck, bro. Just post until something works. And just make sure it's good quality content, to be honest. So, yeah.
For real. You can really build a career off, like, not even, I wouldn't even say build a, I mean, yeah, you can build a career off of that.
You can build a career off that shit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to say how it is. You can build a career off of that. Like, just regardless what you do. For real. Like, I just be saying, like, how you just said, I'm sure me and you, we both seen, like you said, artists blow up. And not just artists, but just, I've been seeing, like artists, like actual, well, not actually, like, I mean, like painters, like, and like people like draw, stuff like that. Even people who have businesses, clothing brands. Even people who do YouTube, they promote their stuff on TikTok and just to blow up on another platform, and it works.
Yeah.
It's like you just said, I agree with everything you just said, bro. Just how everything how it's just a great platform to just blow up on and just promote your music and promote your brand.
Yeah.
The next thing I want to talk about is you have dropped 4 singles so far this year. Can't Be Alone, Churchill Downs remix, Mr. I Don't Give a Gleam, all that, bro. So just, what's like, do you have like a, you know, of course you probably, maybe you don't have like a schedule of like recording and dropping. Of course, maybe like artists, I feel like if I was an artist, maybe I'll maybe drop like consistently, not like rush it, but maybe like dropping like I love Kendrick Lamar, but I would not drop like he does. Like how he does, like space out all of his albums like 5 years, and all of them is I love Kendrick Lamar. Like he's in my top 5. Yeah. But consistency, I feel like as an upcoming artist is also very important. Just in my eyes, from my perspective.
Oh, absolutely it is.
So just dropping 4 singles so far this year. What take us into that? Like, what's the?
It was like, all right. So, in all honesty, I would definitely have more out, but I was really fucked up after Seventh Realm drop. Like, I wound up going through the worst fucking depressive episode the minute that shit dropped, and it was the worst timing, because that was when everything was like, my buzz and my momentum was like off the charts, and I needed to keep running with it, and I didn't. And then didn't wind up dropping another song until February, which was Gleam. But then it happened. It happened again in February. It happens so often that it's so bad. I've learned how to like tame it now and try to like control it, but it was bad before. Picked up the consistency in like April. Just started, just recording more. That's when Mr. I Don't Give a Fuck came. I really, the thing with me is, I really don't have like I would drop like every 2 weeks. I would suggest that, like drop every 2 weeks type shit, 2-3 weeks, maybe every month. Yeah. Thing is, we don't really have like a specific rollout or like a specific drop, because what happens is with a lot of our songs is like we don't know that we want to drop it until I fucking make the song, and then we're like, oh, okay, let's drop this. Like, what song was that? Like, Can't Be Alone. That was kind of what Can't Be Alone was, because I posted the snippet for Can't Be Alone, and like back in May, and then I posted another snippet of Can't Be Alone, and that one blew up like 220 something views on it. And me and my homie Liam were just like, yo, we should just drop Can't Be Alone. I'm like, okay. So like that's what we wound up doing. Like 2 weeks later, we dropped Can't Be Alone. Yeah. I try to when I realize that like songs aren't like when I'm taking a while to drop, I like to drop like little SoundCloud exclusives. just to like keep people in the loop type shit. Because that's what I did with after Mister I Don't Give a Fuck. I dropped, was it Churchill Down? No, I dropped Donuts Freestyle, which is like a little like minute something song to like the MF Doom beat. And then
yeah, that was hard. Yeah, I peeped that. That was hard, bro. That was hard.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And then I dropped Churchill Downs like a week later because it wound up blowing up on TikTok too, and then putting it on all platforms type shit. So it's just like we kind of just go with the flow of things. But I'm like getting better. I'm getting more into the habit of trying to like drop consistently, like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks type shit. But I've been working on that. But it was more of my mental that was like slowing me down when it came to drops.
Yeah, I feel you. I we just talking about mental, bro. It's a priority, bro.
Yeah, it is.
It's a big priority. Yeah, influence. I'm sure. I know a lot of like artists hate this question. Like I know I'm like just hearing the word influence. Just like I know like they hate this question. Like you might know where this is going, or it's like who's your biggest influence in the rap game, or like did anybody like get you started, or like who's somebody you really like rock like favorite artist, anything like that. If you don't hate the question, bro.
I mean I don't care, bro. It's a common question. It's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. I know it's just a very saturated question, but it don't bother me. I can't even tell you where the fuck my inspirations came from. It's been all over the place. I mean, when I was younger, because I started writing songs when I was like 9.
I was like, would you say it was like a natural born talent, or you just kind of like developed it just like over time?
I would say it was natural, but like, obviously at 9 years old, I wasn't fucking, amazing. Of course, I'm a kid, but I remember writing my first song. I didn't look up any like instructional thing on how to write a song. I just wrote it. When I was younger, Eminem was like a very big inspiration of mine. A lot of people, I don't know anyone that hasn't gone through a fucking Eminem phase. I went through my Eminem phase, and that was a big inspiration for me because when I was a baby, I was an old head. I'm not gonna lie, I was a very big old head. That helped like with my rap skills, like now like my skill set, because now I can like combine, that skill set of me, having this like wide education on like hip hop, early hip hop, and putting that into my songs, but like also keeping it current and like keeping the relevancy of like what's going on today type shit. So that helps. Anything around me literally inspired me. I guess my mother, my stepfather, my family, because my family, all we do is listen to music. When I lived with my grandmother, she turned that radio on the minute that she woke up and then shut that shit off when she went to sleep. It was on all day. So, so I was just getting music from all over the place. And, that really helped. Even like just shit in my life, like random things like cartoons I used to watch, or like when I would go outside, I would just look at shit and I'm like, okay, like I'm inspired now. Like, and that I still do that till this day. Like random things inspire me. Yeah. So it's all over the place.
Yeah, that's an answer I never heard before, bro. Like a lot of artists kind of just like hit you with like I grew up listening to. I mean, like that's okay. Everybody's different. Yeah. But I really like just the way you like just said that, like how you just explained that. How was I trying to like able to just kind of like visualize it and just like picture it. Just from just everywhere. Like it's not like a specific spot or like a specific thing you have to see or listen to or do. You just from everywhere.
Not at all. Like not at all. I mean, sorry to cut you off, bro.
Nah, it's all good. Talk, bro. Talk.
I mean, like not at all. I mean, fucking, I get inspiration for songs from the most random places. I mean, I'll be like, fucking, I could be in the kitchen at like 3 a.m. grabbing food, and I'll just like random ass melody pop in my head. I'll just write it down, and then, wake up the next morning. Fucking, there's been times where I've woke up like just woke up like rapping shit. I just woke up like rapping shit, and I was like, what the fuck? Let me write this down. Like something I got from like a dream, or like a certain show I was watching. Like a certain scene would happen, and it would like trigger something. I'd be like, let me write something similar to this, or like something going on in my homie's life, or my homie Liam will give me a challenge. Like he'll make a beat for me and be like, I want you to do some like shit like this on it. Like, all right, bet, and I'll find inspiration for it.
Yeah.
Take walks, you know, like it comes. Inspiration comes from everywhere, bro. Like just everywhere. So.
That's dope, bro. That's dope for real. I rock with that for real. I rock with that heavy. That's dope.
Hell yeah.
What? Okay, so you said this kind of leads into the next question. I like how the questions is flowing. Like that's something I'm right now. Like me and you conversation, everything's just flowing.
Hell yeah.
What made, like you said, kind of just like when you live with your grandmother and just with your family, your mom, your stepdad, just family. How y'all would just listen to music all the time, all day. Did that kind of like make you get into music, or was it something different? Like, I mean, yeah, like that kind of. I think that's the thing that kind of got me into music more. I mean, I don't remember specifically how, but I know that like one day I was just listening to a song and I was just like, shit, I want to start writing. Mm-hmm. Let me write a song. Like, he can do it. Why not? Why can't I do it? So I had like a notebook that I was supposed to use to like write down my homework in, what I was supposed to do. And I just said, fuck that. And that thing became like my very first like notebook that I was writing in. And I used to write like fake sad shit. Cause like Eminem was like, he was a very big inspo for me for when I was younger, like 11, 12. So I used to just write like all this like fake sad shit about whatever. And like, I remember my mom found the notebook and I got ripped a new one. Cause I was saying some out of pocket shit in there, but it was cool. Like that's what really got me into it, just being around all this music. I'm like, I might as well just start writing shit. Like, let me do it, and then it amplified more actually in school, because I think my English teacher from like 6th grade, Miss Santos, she we had like a project. And it was a Black History Month project, and I picked Jimi Hendrix because I love Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. And she was like, you could do a poem or you could rap, and whatever. So I rapped. I made like a little rap, and that was the first time I rapped in front of like people that wasn't like my stepfather, or, like my mom. Mm-hmm. And people were like, "What the fuck? Like, where'd this come from?" Type shit. And my English teacher's the one that honestly like encouraged me to keep doing it. Every time we had a project, she made sure that it was like a poem or like a rap so that I could keep doing it. And like that's what really pushed me. I'm like, all right, people like this shit, so I'm gonna just keep doing it. And I've been doing it ever since. So it's big props to her, to be honest. Yeah, it's crazy. Need more teachers like her in the school system, for real.
Yeah.
For real, like just like how she just like pushed you and just like pushed you to in like a positive way. To just keep doing what you're doing, because she saw that you were talented in it, and she was like, we gotta keep producing, we gotta keep this kid going, gotta keep him doing his thing. Like, he's talented at it. Make sure he continues with it. You know what I'm saying? Like some I believe, some I say myself is like, if you have a talent, bro, like never let that stuff go to waste, bro.
No,
like for real, because I feel like if you're talented in something, if you're naturally gifted in something, or if you develop a talent in something, and you're able to just get on to easily and just, well, not like easily, but just like develop your skills just like well and stuff like that, there's always going to be something for you where you can like create like a career, a future off of that. Mm-hmm. Like if you like anything you love, bro, it's always something you can create a future off with that. That's something I realized.
Nothing's impossible, man. Like nothing is impossible. Like the worst advice anybody can ever give you is think realistically. Like, no, that doesn't make sense. Why the fuck would I want to think realistic and go to school for something I don't even want to do and get a degree I don't want, to work in a job that I don't even want just because I gotta pay rent? Fuck out of here. Like, no, man.
Exactly. Nah, for real. Nah, keep talking. Keep spitting, bro. Keep spitting.
Like, nah, nothing's impossible, man. Like, I used to have that same mindset when I was little, you know, because there used to be people running down my ear like, oh, you gotta have a backup. You gotta have a plan B. But like the truth is, your plan A will never work if you have a plan B, because you're too focused on your plan B and work on your plan A. It's never gonna work that way. I thought that this shit was gonna be like super impossible for me to do, and now here I am, like not even a year later, just in a whole different situation right now with this like group of people that support me and my music and like want to hear more from me, and I just keep expanding as like the days go on. It's honestly, it's a blessing. Like that's why I say nothing's impossible, because this shit fucking it's happening to me right now. So it's like it can be done, you know. Like it's not that far off. Everyone starts from zero. Like I started from zero. Everybody starts from scratch. Like I don't want, like I always say to people, like, don't feel discouraged because you don't have like a big following right now, or that your songs aren't like getting the numbers that you want them to get. Because at the end of the day, everybody starts at zero. All these people with millions of followers, when they started their account, they had 0 followers, 0 posts. We all start at zero, bro. So you just gotta work your way up. That's all.
You're right. Everything that's real, bro. That's real. For real, nothing's impossible, bro. Never put no limits on yourself, bro. Anybody listening to this, anybody like that, no limits on yourself, bro. Anything you wanna picture, but anything you wanna like I know this is cliche. I know people be saying this all the time, but like anything's possible. But nah, for real, anything is possible.
Anything is possible, bro.
No limits on yourself at all, bro. Just keep pushing yourself, keep working, bro. I promise you're gonna get where you're trying to be, bro.
Literally nothing's impossible, man. Just keep doing it.
So I know you've been talking about your friend Liam. So what type of role does, like, do you have a team of people who work with you, like, on your music, or just like get your music out?
It's just me and my homie. So Liam is the man that produces everything you've heard. He mixes my vocals. You know, I owe that man a lot. You know, like that man honestly put me on a like better path, and honestly like steered me in the right direction with his music shit, because I really didn't know what to do before I met him. You know, and that man, his beats are nuts. His fucking, you know, he mixes all my vocals. I don't have the best setup. My setup, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking ass. But like he has better shit than me, so like he mixes my vocals for me. Everything comes out crisp. You know, we work together, pitching on ideas together. You know, well, a package deal. Like that's the homie. Like we're coming up together type shit. So I really do owe him a lot. Like I owe that motherfucker my life. He really helped me like boost my career. You know, so that's the man I always work with. Any song I have, it's always produced by Liam Taylor. Always. So
that's dope, bro. That's dope for real. Just go like have this, just like you already up and coming, bro. You already there. Like I feel like you already, like you get in there. Like if not already there, you get in there, and you like real close. Like you already there, bro. Like
absolutely,
you just doing your thing, bro. So I feel like a lot of artists speak on, like I've talked to maybe like a couple artists, kind of just like outsiders, like in my, just throughout my life, and a lot of them say a lot of different things about labels, and a lot of them be like, you know, F the industry, I hate labels, I'm not with it, but then some of them are like, labels can really help, and they really can like push your music out there, just like kind of like help you grow. So like, what is your stance on that as an artist?
Yeah, I feel like honestly, it really depends, because it depends on what you're going for, what you're trying to do. I mean, I have no issue remaining independent. I've been doing good being independent. I have been like hit up by labels before, interested in me. And I don't mind it at all. I don't mind being a part of a label. The thing that's good about labels is they kind of provide like this. They provide this like stability, you know. Whether it's financially or just like, you know, with your career, they provide a good amount of stability. Like the point is like they're kind of there to like amplify your career, depending on the label you're rolling with. Like that's why you got to do your research type shit. I would say remain independent. You know, if you do talk to a label, make sure you get people that you trust to like talk to you with the paperwork. Get an entertainment attorney. You know, people to read over the contract. Like, but I have no issues with labels. I would like to be signed one day. I'm doing my thing independently right now, but I would not mind being signed.
So. I feel you on that. No matter what you do, bro, like you just said, independent or with a label, just keep doing your thing, bro. Like, just keep doing your same thing. Set the vision, envision it, work on it. That's what I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, the last topic I got, bro, is anything you want to like promote, or anything you want to like say or speak on, any like upcoming projects or anything new that you got coming soon, anything you want to speak on?
I want to, yeah. The last viral snippet I posted, I know people are like fiending for the song. I'm still doing all the legal shit for it. And trying to get the sample clear, but we're very close. I want to drop the song just as bad as you guys want me to drop the song. I'm trying, but I'll probably drop it like SoundCloud exclusive sometime soon, just to keep y'all entertained until the song come out. But just bear with me. That's all I'm gonna say.
I bet we gonna stay tuned. We gonna stay posted for sure.
Hell yeah,
for sure. Hey man, I appreciate you coming on the show on a podcast, man. For real, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. It's you having me, bro. It's a pleasure.
Always, bro. Always. Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Hell yeah.
Real, bro. Thank you for tuning into the Unfazed Podcast. We got Justice Xavier. Thank you for coming on the show once again. It was a great episode. Great talking to you, man. Great having you on, bro. For real.
It was a pleasure, bro.
Of course, man. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more. This is just the beginning. Stay intact with Justice Xavier, man, too, man. He artist. He doing his thing. Keep up with his projects. Keep up with his music. Anything he does, just keep up with it, bro. He's a talented dude, bro. Got a lot of potential. Like, if y'all, I know some people like to gatekeep artists. If this,
don't gatekeep my ass.
Yeah, don't be gatekeeping don't be gatekeeping Justice Xavier. Like, put your friends on like how my friend put me on. Shout out my man Sean, bro. That's like my brother. He put me on to you, bro. Like, if he didn't put me on to you, bro, like, I'm telling you, like, just everything you do, like, how it's just, like, not just, like, it's not just, like, art. Like, it's art, but it's just, like, inspiring, too. Like, it's, like, inspiring. Like, music is just, like, art, but it's also, like, inspiring and just kind of, like, how you just are coming up. It's just, like, a motivation, I feel like, to other artists who are coming up, trying to get their stuff out there and just working on their craft. For real. But just continue to perfect your craft, bro. Continue doing your thing, bro. Always. Everybody listening, I'm gonna say it one more time. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay tuned for the next episode. We going crazy all 2022. We dropping episodes. We just going crazy on the Unfazed Podcast. Y'all already know who it is. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.